morning, everybody. This is Saturday, October the 26th, 2024. There's a chill in the air, and let me show you. Look at that. Horrible, horrible, horrible. We're being taken over by moles in our yard. Horrible. We just got a major mole problem. But anyway, we are about to go for a test drive in the 2000 Cadillac DTS that Stephen has been working on. Our next door neighbors gave this car to us a couple of weeks ago, and we just got the title in our name. The title just came back in Stephen's name, and Stephen has done a lot of work on this car, so it may have been a free car as far as not having to buy the car, but he's put a lot of money into working on some of the different things on it. So on this chilly October morning, we're fixing to go for a ride. All right, Stephen, as I was just mentioning, it may have been a free car as opposed as the fact that you didn't actually buy the car, but it turned out really not to be so free after all. I mean,
well, you know, any car you get is going to have issues, right? First off, it'd been sitting for 7 to 10 years, however long it was.
So I think it's set for 7 years, and it wasn't driven, and it had gas in it for 7 years.
So anyway, the gas ruined the injectors, and one of the reasons why he parked it was because it was dripping oil all over the exhaust. And anyway, so when I got it, and the tires were rotten on it, so well, first thing I had to do was order tires and get a battery to get it over to the house. And so I did that, and then I had to take the valve covers off and put new spark plugs in, new valve cover kits. And the first set of injectors I ordered from Amazon were, I don't know what they were, but they weren't any good. And so I had to order another set from eBay, which were OEM. And
OEM.
OEM.
Which means?
Original something equipment. Original equipment. So whatever the manufacturer comes out with, it's OEM. So it's original equipment. So anyway, I got some original Bosch equipment that the car would have came from the factory. That's what I got.
But we can send the other things back, right? The things that didn't work, we can send those back, right?
Yes. And so I put those in, and so with everything, it's running pretty good. Right now, the oxygen sensor is not happy, which, I mean, it just had tons and tons of gasoline and crap just put all over it. So really, it probably just needs to come out and be cleaned. I don't have an oxygen sensor socket. It's a special socket. So perhaps I'll get one of those and take the oxygen sensor out and clean it. But so I finally got it to the point to where even though Ruthie would never be able to know the difference, but it's not missing or sputtering or kicking or anything like that. She's running perfectly smooth right now. So, and it could use some shocks. I saw that one of the bolts that are holding on to the this torque, what do you call it, torsion bar that keeps the car from rocking back and forth. One of the bolts had been snapped off, so one of those need to be replaced. And so the good thing is I'm getting closer and closer from moving away from the motor and going to different things, like these back windows. I got a kit for those, and they have window tracks in it. And so this thing sat out in the sun for all that time it was sitting, so sun had damaged the dash pad up there, and the window regulators are plastic, so they got hard and snapped, and so the windows brakes just fall down. So I got a kit of 4 because one broke, the other one broke while I was examining it. And so if those 2 broke, well, these front 2 will probably break as well. So I just got a box of all 4 of them. So I need to do those, and then the brake pads are probably going to need to be changed, and they're black asbestos ones, which are the best stopping ones. But I like running ceramic ones because they don't leave all that black dust. And so I'll order some black ceramic disc brakes and put on here, and should get pretty close to being. Now, after I stopped all the oil leaks on the top of the motor, it does still have oil leak off the rear main seal, and that's the problem with these North Stars. They're beautiful engines when they run right, but you have to take care of them. They have to be worked on. They need gaskets, and because GM decided to put faulty gaskets in them for whatever reason. But the rear main seal looks like it's leaking, and so I don't see me pulling the motor out anytime soon to fix the rear main seal. I got a lot going on, a truck coming in, starting with a new business, Ace Duran, and getting that all taken care of, and so I'm going to have to go to Michigan, take my family up there, and get a truck. She's almost ready to roll. Need to get a headache rack on it and stuff. So get that all set up, and then I don't have enough money to get another trailer, so I'm going to have to buy a trailer, or lease a trailer or something. I'll have to do something with a trailer, but they got plenty of trailer deals. So does everybody else. So I can get a trailer. That's not an issue. Get back to making money. So I got a lot of things in the frying pan going on right now, and so pulling the motor is not a thing.
No, but you have spent days. You've spent the past couple of days being totally focused on this car. Like, you polished it.
Well, one of the biggest things was getting it cleaned up, because in this area, ladies and gentlemen, if you leave a car sitting, it will grow black mold all over it. That's just the way it is. Every night the temperature gets cool and it sweats, and the cars will grow mold on them, and they do, and it gets black, turns black, and it dies, and it petrifies itself to the paint, and it was in all the door jambs, and it was everywhere. So if you notice, this car is a real beautiful car, but first you had to find it. It was up under all that mold. So, and then because the windows regulators breaking, one of them was leaking, so it got a little moldy inside. So I had a lot of work to do just to get her back to be presentable, and now I'm getting her where she's pretty close to being drivable again. And so that's, it takes some work. I mean, you can't just have a free car given to you and think that it's just going to voila, take off and go down the street like you would a $80,000 car out of the car lot. That ain't going to happen.
So even though it was a free car, how much do you think that, off the top of your head, estimate how much we've put into it?
I know I've got over $1,000 into it so far.
Oh, wow. So it was free, but it wasn't.
Right.
So between...
That's $1,000 plus all my labor.
Right. So
I've probably got right now probably about 40 hours of labor into it.
Oh, I know you have. Oh, I know that. Stephen has been working, and the sad thing is that I wanted to film him all the things that he was doing to it, digging up underneath the hood and pulling out parts left and right, and he's been all over the inside of this car working on it, and the sad thing is that I haven't been able to film any of it because I'm still playing catch up from our trip, trying to upload videos and edit videos from our trip to Polo, Missouri on that truck. And so The irony is, stuff is going on all around me for Steven, and I can't film it because I'm playing catch up. So, yesterday's project...
How come you don't play mayonnaise?
Oh, ketchup and mayonnaise. So, yesterday was a big work day for you. Yesterday. Well, the past 2 days. You have spent 2 days. I believe you have well over 40 hours in this car, and I don't have any of it on film for our viewing audience. But what would you say the biggest job under the hood has been?
Changing those valve cover gaskets.
That was a real booger, wasn't it?
Yeah, and them plugs were really old and nasty. Plus, the valve covers on this motor have the spark plugs go right through the center of the valve covers, just like they do on a Hemi. And they have little round seals, and those seals were leaking, and oil was all around the spark plugs. And so she's averaging 27 miles a gallon right now.
So all of the problem stems from the fact the car just sat idle for 7 years with nobody driving it.
Well, it's not all the problems. The reason why he parked it is because it was leaking oil.
Okay.
So,
and then he just parked it and left all the oil to seep into it.
No, that's not a thing. The oil will seep into it. That's not even a thing. Anywho, so he parked it because it started every time he'd drive it. Like right now, you can smell oil. So because the rear main seal drips on the bottom of the car, it blows back and it gets on top of the catalytic converter. And the catalytic converter is designed to burn extra hot so it can burn the exhaust gases. Well, when the oil gets on it, it instantly burns that oil, so you constantly smell oil burning. And so that's why he parked it. And everything, when you can't leave a car sitting out in the direct sunlight and park it for 7 years and think that you're going to jump in and take off. No, it causes a lot of damage to leave a car out in the exposed weather for so long. I mean, you can leave one out for maybe a month or so, but 7 years,
Well, we're certainly not complaining about the money you've put into it. After all, if you were to buy this car on a car lot, how much do you think it would have cost us to buy it on a car lot?
Well, I mean, they got a blue book value of $3,600, so how do I ask me how I know?
Oh, because when we went to pay the taxes on it. So when we registered it, of course, you have to have in the state of Kentucky, when you register the car, you have to have the insurance on it, and you have to, well, even though it was being given to us, we still had to pay the taxes on it, and we paid the taxes on the $3,600 value.
Yeah, $95 or something like that.
Right. And the title just came 2 days ago, so the title is actually in Steven's name now. We have the title to this car now.
Yeah, and I got a notification that my TWIC card will be in the mail along with a pin. So I have my TWIC card. So I don't want to go all the way to Hopkinsville and just take her out for a cruise. First real cruise has been on.
This car is 24 years old. It's a 2000 DTS, but it has a lot of, even though it's 24 years old, it's very luxurious. It's a Cadillac. Isn't that kind of synonymous? Cadillac equals luxury, I assume.
Yeah, big old lounge chair seats, and big old luxury leather seats with heating, cooling, and massaging.
And you have the original.
I don't know about the cooling, but they got heating and massaging.
You have the original owner's manual. Look at these pretty trees. I want to show you these pretty. Again, this is October the 26th, and look at these beautiful trees. Well, you pretty much drove us to Hopkinsville, Steven.
Pretty close.
we could just keep going and check in on Faith and show her our car. You want to do that? My sister Faith. You want to go? And she wanted me to come by and see the cat anyway.
Thought she was going somewhere.
Well, we're close enough. We can turn around and go see Faith. We're close enough.
I can't turn around in the field. Is there a turn spot right there?
She's not answering the phone.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Well, you might as
Please
well.
hold. Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up.
You might as well
press
just
1
turn
for more
back
options.
because she's well, I
To
mean,
leave a callback number, press 5.
I told you I'd be going around.
hey, Faith.
Ask me how I know.
Faith, I was hoping that you were home. It's about
And then she'll call back. So yeah, I'm home.
Stephen and I were out and about and outside Hopkinsville, and you had wanted me to come by and check the gas, cats.
Taking a short run.
Anyway, I was hoping that you would be home, so, and I didn't bring my key to your house. See, I have a key to get into her house, so I don't have it with me. Okay, well, Stephen and I are in Hopkinsville. Wish you were home. She wanted me to check on the cat. Faith is going to be gone for a couple days, and she was going to give me instructions, even on her cat. So, all right, I guess I'll hang up and try you back in a few minutes. All right. Wish you could call me back, Faith. Bye.
Ask me how I know how I'm going to go round and round in circles. Because I'm dealing with a round and round circle brain.
That's not very nice.
Same thing you do when you go into Walmart. You'll go down one section, go right down there, and come back and go back down the same section. That's the way your brain works. You don't stop and think things out clearly. You just go around and around in circles. That's why you can't ever get anything done.
Well, like I said, I didn't think that we were going to go to Hopkinsville. So
I don't have my wallet. I don't have anything. I just wanted to go for a drive. And now you want to go off and go visiting.
Oh, well, I mean...
let's go visiting. Let's do this. Let's do that. I just got to call it like it is.
Okay, well, I don't have my ID on me either.
Well, you're the one that's coming up with this great idea. We should go on a tour.
Well, you made it all the way to Hopkinsville, so...
Well, I wasn't in Hopkinsville when I turned around. And they wanted me to go back again. So, ding dong. Here we are. Now we're in Hopkinsville, and I got to turn around and go back.
At the tone, please record your message.
You might as well, okay.
Recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more
I took
options.
the car on a cruise, and I ain't taking it anywhere else.
Okay, fine. I didn't know you didn't have your driver's license on you.
I just wanted to go for a test drive.
Well, you should always have your license on you when you go for a drive.
Okay. Guess I should always have my license with me when I'm going on a test drive.
Well, you should.
You should.
We're both going to be in trouble if you get pulled over because I don't have an ID on me either.
I'm not going to get in any kind of trouble. That's where you're wrong.
Okay. Well, I don't have. You don't have your ID. I don't have my ID.
No.
So we're.
You don't have an idea either.
I don't have. So you might as well just. Wow. Okay.
See. That's what I get for listening to this scatterbrain.
Bubbles.
That's right. That's what you get when you listen to scatterbrain.
Well, my sister is needing me to take care of her cat on Monday and Tuesday, and she doesn't trust me to follow written instructions, although that's kind of insulting. And she had asked me
we are speaking of bumbles.
She had asked me to come over on Saturday so that she can give me verbal instructions on verbal instruction. On taking care of. Oh, I can smell the oil. I can smell something burning in the car.
That's the oil getting onto Cadillac converter.
I can smell that. No, but she the other day she said, do you want to come by on Saturday? And I said, why? She said, so I can show you where the cat food is, and I can show you where this is.
Like you hadn't done that before?
And, well, she's very nervous because her cat has anxiety issues, and my mom's always been available to help her with her cat.
Anxiety.
Well, the cat has anxiety issues.
Has anxiety issues. It's on a regimen of emotional drugs, and is going under therapy. And you have to be real sensitive around this animal and not to call it animal because it's a pronoun, and the cat is directly related to cat. So the cat, C-A-T, the cat is having some real big time emotional issues, and so you have to be very sensitive.
Well,
and you have to bring the food to the cat very sensitively, and only can put so many pieces in there because you don't want the cat to have an emotional breakdown.
Stephen, it's not like that. The cat is, I think, 12 years old, and it had another cat as a companion for 10 years, and 2 years ago she had to put the other cat down. She had two cats that were raised together. Are we gonna go a different way? I guess we're gonna go a different way.
I'm not listening to you. Listening to you, I'll just be out here sitting in circles until I run all the gas out of the tank.
This cat has not had another cat companion for 2 years, and when the other cat had to be put down, the cat's developed a lot of anxiety issues. Plus, Faith works and leaves the cat alone all day long, and it's a very lonely cat.
Such a lonely cat.
So my mother usually helps her take care of her cat, but my mom actually, she made it safely in London. My mom is in London. In fact, the phone ringing a minute ago was Mom calling from London. She got, for $10 a day, she can make international phone calls. So they went to Verizon. My mom had a nighttime flight, direct flight from Nashville to London last night. So she sent pictures from London this morning, and that was her trying to call a minute ago. It's pretty remarkable to be able to make an international phone call. Isn't that pretty remarkable?
Well, that's remarkable. All you gotta do is dial the number and wait a second.
Yeah, but,
somebody will pick up on the other end and say, "Hey, I'm calling from London." Isn't that fascinating?
But I mean, there was a time and day where it wasn't such an easy feat to be able to.
Times are past.
Right. So, but it's costing her.
Call anybody in the world.
They're going to be gone to London.
That's behind up. Actually, they call it China and Japan.
Well, it's remarkable. Anyway, they're going to be gone for 7 days to London and Paris. My mom and stepfather. They've been planning this trip since January. So, it was a 6-hour direct flight from Nashville. Oh, that's Faith calling.
We're not happening.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello,
I'm sorry we missed you. Stephen and I were taking we were taking the car for a test drive, and we got all the way to Hopkinsville. I didn't know he was going to do a test drive to Hopkinsville. So
okay. Well, you just called 4 minutes ago.
No, I called twice. I left you a message.
Yeah.
Oh well, I was on the phone with Mom. Mom said she tried to call you, and then she said she tried to call you and you didn't answer.
Because I was filming a video. I did see that she was trying to call me from.
Oh, okay.
I was in the middle of a video, and when you're a YouTuber and you're making a video and somebody calls you, you can't just put the phone down and take a phone call.
Yeah, what were you taking a test drive of?
So are you home or not home?
What? I'm not at home. I'm at the Goodwill.
Oh, okay. Well, anyhow, I was gonna try to come see you and the cat this morning, unexpectedly, with Stephen in the car. You know that our next door neighbor gave us a Cadillac, right?
Yeah, I knew that. Is that the car? but that's the car that broke down, right?
No, the one that broke down in Illinois was the other Cadillac.
Oh, okay.
So the car that we're test driving that Steven's put a lot of work into is the car that Wilmoth and Jeff gave us.
Oh, okay.
But yes, I knew that Mama was calling from London, but I was filming, and I can't just say, I'm going to pause this video and answer the phone call. So
Yeah.
So anyway, what's going on with Mom in London?
Well, they, Sarah booked the rooms, but she didn't realize, I guess it looked better than it did than in person. There's no elevator. It's 3 flights, and it's all very narrow, very tiny bathroom, very tiny bedroom. I mean, she says it's adequate, but it's really, really tiny. And
you mean it's not? You mean it's not a luxury resort? Is that going to be their hotel room for 7 days?
Yeah.
What for? I thought they were going to Paris too.
No, they're not going to Paris.
What?
They changed their mind. They're not going to Paris.
I thought that she was going to London and Paris.
She was going to go to Paris, but then Sarah changed it, and they weren't going to, go to Paris on their own. But they are going to go to Lewis's home on their own. On Wednesday, they bought tickets to C.S. Lewis's home to tour it.
C.S. Lewis.
Yeah,
I know who C.S. Lewis is. I know who C.S. Lewis is. She's going to see his home.
Yeah, it's like a museum.
Right, called the Kilns, I think.
Yeah.
So did Mom know she wasn't going to Paris?
Yeah. I don't know when she found out, but it was like about a month ago or something.
So why did they decide not to go to Paris and to stay in London for 7 days?
I have no idea. And for some reason, Mom's not receiving texts from you or Brenda. She can send texts to you, but when it'll say Brenda or Ruth unavailable, so she's not receiving texts from you.
I texted her. She sent some pictures from London.
Yes.
And are you seeing it? Are you seeing my texts come through?
Yes, I'm seeing yours and Brenda texts coming through, but it's whenever she goes to read them, it says unavailable. When it says Brenda and Ruth, it says unavailable.
Huh. Well, I don't know anything about that.
So.
I don't know why, but she's seen everybody else's messages
they
come
put
through.
them in overseas.
I don't know about Anna. It comes through with me. She didn't mention Anna.
Oh, so she's stuck in this horrible hotel room for 7 days?
It's not horrible, she said.
It's just tiny.
But it's
a
very
lot
tight.
of work to get there.
Well, why in the world would Sarah? I thought Sarah was an experienced
she was
traveler.
deceived by the photos.
I don't know.
And the bathroom, she doesn't have an adequate bathroom?
She says it's a small bathroom.
Well, all you need really is a toilet and she does have a toilet and a shower and a sink, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Well, so it's not a luxury hotel then. I thought that they were going to I thought they were all about doing big luxury hotels.
No.
Okay, and they had to carry all that luggage up. I thought that everything was supposed to be accessible by an elevator, so handicap laws.
That's America, not England.
Oh, so in England, they don't have handicap laws in England?
I don't know.
So if you are in a wheelchair...
They don't have handicapped people in other parts of the world.
if you're in a wheelchair and you're trying to book a room in London, you're out of luck.
I have no idea.
Well, so, okay. Well, I'm sorry she's dissatisfied with her hotel room.
Well, she said it's adequate.
Yeah, but you would think that going to London for the first time, you'd have nicer accommodations since they can afford it.
It could even be like that room that we had while you're brushing your teeth. The cockroaches sit on the end of the
Oh
sink
yeah, we were.
and watch you brush your teeth.
We had a room where Stephen had a cockroach looking at him while he brushed his teeth.
Oh, wow. Is that the one where you found the smoke hole and the... You had a smoking hole and
That was in a different one. So we had a couple of experiences. So that was a different one. So
okay.
yeah, well, you so was the reception loud and clear from London? I mean, did it sound like she was just next door? I mean, was it good reception?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, so is she super excited about being there, I guess?
Yeah, she's really excited. She really enjoys it.
Did she say anything about how the direct flight from Nashville to London went?
Yeah, she said it went smoothly. Couldn't even tell you were on a flight. It was just smooth sailing.
Oh. Well, it took her 70, what, she's 72, Mom is 72?
Yeah.
It took her 70,
Yeah.
it took her 72 years to get to England, but...
You're breaking up. Can you hear?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Now I can.
So Mom's only been to Canada. She's never been overseas to Europe, so...
She hasn't left the continent.
I guess there's hope for me. I'm 46 and I've never been to... I'm 46 and I've never been to Europe, so...
Well, when I'm dead and gone, you can get you a husband that has lots of money.
Who knows? Maybe you will.
Well, I don't know. Stephen just said that when he's dead and gone, I can use the life insurance money to go to England or whatever. But anyhow... Okay, well, she does. I mean, so she was just giving you a good report of getting there and everything.
Yeah. Oh, Tuesday, whenever you get out of court, can you go directly to Simeon? Because you don't get out of court till 2 p.m., right?
No, court is 11 o'clock.
So they'll be out before lunch.
You're breaking up. Okay, what about?
I go to court. AJ goes to court at 11 o'clock on Tuesday.
Yeah, and isn't it? I thought you had to listen to everyone's. And it's like 11 to 2.
No, we're usually out of there by 12.
Oh, okay. So if maybe if you could be at the house around 2 o'clock, because he'll have spent like that long time. I mean, if possible, no later than 3. But if you could get there around 2 o'clock, that would be good.
Okay, I will make sure to take care of your cat. I know you're really worried that I'm not going to do a good job.
No, I am not. I did not mean that at all. I did not say I didn't trust you.
Okay.
So,
well,
I trust you.
All right. Well, I do have a key to your house, and I will check on your cat. And
I wouldn't trust her. Ain't no way.
Steven. All right. And you're gonna give me all the instructions about what you need for me to do to take care of your cat.
Yes.
Oh, the horse pockies. I don't want it all over the car.
So
Richie'd run right through it.
What'd Steven say?
He's talking about the horse dung on the road. You know, we're in Mennonite territory.
Yeah.
We're in Mennonite territory with all the horse and buggies, and so there's all kinds of road apples, and he just cleaned the car and everything. So.
So is the car driving well? The one you got from Jeff?
Yeah, Steven's done a lot of work on it. A lot. I mean, it may have been a free car, and it was a free car, technically, but he's had to put over $1,000 into it. We had to put.
Most of it's labor.
Okay.
We had to put. He's got 40 hours of work into it. 40 hours of labor of fixing different things on it.
I still got to do the back glass.
So, and he still has other things to do on it. So, I mean, yes, technically it was a free car, technically, but after registration and now, of course, adding insurance to it, and then also all the things that Steven's had to do to it. It's got new tires on, it's got a new battery, it's got new this and new that, all the things that Steven's done to it. So,
Okay, what are you going to do with your Cadillac that you just fixed? Are you going to keep it? Or?
Yeah, we're still going to keep the other Cadillac. We're
I
not.
paid over $14,000 for
Yeah, that
thing.
car cost us $14,000. So we're going to keep
okay.
it. So if any car, if we get rid of any car, it'd be my car.
Yeah.
The one that I'm currently driving.
Yeah.
So anyhow, but we just gotta work.
It's probably where.
I mean, we're not until
Probably where COVID. Came from.
Stephen doesn't like my car. So if I don't want to get rid of my car until all the kinks are worked out on the car that Wilmeth and Jeff gave us.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
All right. Well, maybe Mom will try calling again, but I can see her pictures coming through. You did tell her that I texted, right?
Yeah, she knows that you texted. It just says Ruthie unavailable.
Okay. All righty. Well, I will make sure I take care of your cat. Okay.
Okay. Love you.
All right. Love you too. Bye bye.
Bye.
Not out and about. Must not be feeling very well.
That was Shirley Taylor trying to call.
Well, seems to do all right. Put on 50 miles.
Well, she just tried calling me.
She's probably on the phone with somebody else. She's in the calling mode.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Well, we've taken a 37-minute scenic drive. We're 37 minutes into this drive. It's been very, very scenic.
Yeah, half of it was caused by Miss Bumble.
So, yeah, in case you haven't seen the other video, my new alter ego, my new nickname is Bumbles. Our YouTube channel's name got changed a month ago to Big Belly Bumbles, and so I represent the Bumbles side of it. Stephen represents the Big Belly side, and I represent the Bumbles side, and together we are
Big Belly Bumbles.
He's Big Belly, and I'm Bumbles, and together we are Big Belly Bumbles, in case you missed that video.
Alright, well, I think that was a successful drive. Other than the oil getting on the catalytic converter.
Well, AJ didn't call, so you know he's not up yet.
I think today I'll try to get those rear glasses out. Put the new regulators in.
And there's our church. Cerulean Baptist Church.
Wonder if you can get it started. Oh, I guess, I don't know. Crazy. Crazy.
Well, we definitely have a mold problem
Yeah.
in front yard.
Yeah, I guess you resemble that.
I resemble that.
Yeah, mole problem.
Oh, are you referring to like skin tag moles? See, I'm talking about the mole, like the animal moles.
Oh. Animal moles.
Oh, there is Sparky, our neighbor's horse, Sparky.
Sparky.
Sparky, we're back home, Sparky. And there's Wilma's house. She's the one that gave us the car. And now we're back home. Well, all right, Steven. It's a 40-minute test drive. And I guess you've finally got all that old gas out, I guess.
Yep.
So you're operating on new gas.
Yep. That's correctamundo. And there's the oil smell. That's
I
on
can smell the oil. I can.
the Cadillac converter. $140, $155, $741,
What are all those code things for?
$1860.
That's a lot.
Those are different.
Do you know what they all mean?
I have to have a phone and look them up.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll take care of that in just a second. All right, so Steven was looking at his code reader, and we are back home. And there you go. That was a 42-minute test drive in the 2000 Cadillac DTS. And I hope that you enjoyed the scenery, the fall scenery. I hope that you enjoyed that and that you enjoyed the conversation with my sister about my mom being in London. And happy Saturday to you. The weather is certainly changing. There is a chill in the air. Oh, how chilly it is. But that goes with fall. And so, yeah, the weather's changing. There's a crispness in the air. The colors are changing. It's definitely fall. But I prefer the term autumn. I just like that term better. And I'm going to turn this phone back over to Steven so he can determine what codes are wrong with the Cadillac. Y'all have a great day.